everyone, welcome to the Reaper Podcast. I am your host, Reaper. This is the Reaper Podcast number 57, and today's date is obviously May 2nd of 2017. The time is 5 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And welcome, guys. Welcome. Wow. I do have a lot to talk about. With the Hideo Kojima, Metal Gear, and just everything. My theory video is coming out soon, very soon. Just a bunch of stuff is coming out, and I do, the topics really ranges from, like, Metal Gear, Death Stranding, of course, and it also ranges into, what... I do want to talk about in Death Stranding of the necklace Norman Reedus has. The equations are astonishing. It's pretty cool. That I've been finding more and more, and thanks to Horizon Zero Dawn, Kojima, he intended. I don't think we're going to see that necklace again, but he intended on that necklace to have all the equations on every single one of those in the game, so we can actually see the equations in Horizon. We have to buy, or somebody else has to have Horizon Zero Dawn to order to see all the equations. And all the equations point to time travel, which is pretty astonishing coming from, my theory. And I'm like, oh, a lot of this shit is like, oh my god, it's right there. All the equations. I do want to talk about the festival, E3, what's going to happen at E3, why are we all excited about E3, and, of course, my cosplay that I'm doing. I think I've said it last time, I'm not for sure. I do want to talk about what happened to the Metal Gear ending. As you all know, that I am pushing on to Metal Gear 2, so we're going to keep that up to date. Just a bunch of other stuff that we're going to throw in here. We are going to have Casey, I want to say Vine, Casey Vin with us. So, he's back from the dead apparently, so. And eventually I want to get David Hayter back on, probably later than usual. And I want to get, Preacher 6 back on, Kyle Hester. I want to get Kyle Hester back on for the Preacher 6 update. I've seen his updated teaser. Wow, it looks cool. I can't wait for it to come out. I just so want it to come out. It reminds me of Devil May Cry so much, and the music, and it's like, oh my god, I cannot wait to have this in my hands and play it and watch it. Sorry, I'm a little overexcited. But anyway, I'm rambling on too damn much. I'm running out of time a lot. Today I'm running everywhere today. So yeah. So guys, we're gonna move on to the segment. I know you're probably going, you didn't say what, just bear with me on that. So yeah. See you guys here in a little bit. Just a little break. What are you guys still doing here? Oh, shit, I forgot to go to the break. Silly me. Okay. Going to break and I'll be right back. Now. Okay. No, I hit record and then, like, it went record and then off. I'm like, what the fuck? Alright. Hello everyone, welcome back. We have Casey Vin with us. How's it going, Casey?
Doing alright, you?
Doing alright. He's back from the dead, everybody. I brought him back.
I'm alive.
So, for those of you who don't know who Casey is, Casey's old friend of ours from, like, from the classic days, from, like, the old school days, man.
Back in the day, I'm retro.
Exactly, man.
Retro hetero.
And
If
I
you
guess
look
for
at
those
me
of you,
directly, I
Alright.
have aesthetic.
exactly, full
look.
aesthetic, Casey aesthetic. Okay. But for those of you who don't know who Casey Venn is, he's the creator of the indie game Project Entity's Blame, which was popular on Game Jolt for quite some time, and it does still have some. I mean, it does. The game, like to this day, does still have some like merit. Like I've talked to people online, like you know who Casey Venn is, and they're like, yeah, I've heard played that game before.
Yeah, and I can't believe that because the thing is, I went to actually play that a while ago for some sort of event thing, and I actually quit out of the stream. I couldn't do it. It was badly programmed, but people really liked it, and I'm not entirely sure why. I appreciate it, but
Yeah.
I'll have to do a let's play on it, and I'll rage on it.
you probably will.
I have never, in all the time that I've known Casey since I think like early 2013, I have never actually beaten Project Entity's Blame.
No, it's actually if you can wait another like 6 years for me to finish Geist Manor, which is the sequel to that, it is so much better. There's an inventory system, things work. The mouse isn't slow as anything. It'll be better.
Markiplier, it will definitely continue that.
I think he might like the sequel way better than the first one. But
So did he ever? So my question is, did he ever find out about the Easter eggs in the game
do what?
in Project Entity's Blame?
Did he?
Yeah,
I don't know.
because if I'm not mistaken, one of them was like a wharf stash.
Yeah. Well, I did talk to him, and I told him about the Wharf Stash. But I think that was after he played it, though.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think he knew about it, but I think it was after. I think it was too late. He found out after he played the game.
Video, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, that's cool. But yeah. Anyways, though, I'm handing it back over to the Reaper of the Grave.
What?
I'm handing it back over to you now. You can. It's your.
You
podcast.
said the wrong name.
Oh, the Phantom. Reaper's Phantom. Sorry.
Reaper's Phantom.
Nico, stop fucking it up for everyone. Piece of shit.
That's it. You burnt the stream.
That's it. It's over.
Oh God!
Do it live.
Fuck it. We'll do
Fuck
it
it.
live.
We'll do it live.
Oh, so many memories. All right, I am like a madman here. Shit has gone wrong and shit has gone right, to where if you guys ever see the studio again, probably in the next few months, there's gonna be like pinpoint locations and all kinds of shit everywhere. Because I'm going insane with this Death Stranding shit. And I totally just lost train of thought.
Okay, can we do what are the topics?
Shit. I'm not really prepared for this podcast for topics.
God damn it, Reaper.
I know, I've been busy. But anyway, if you guys... Well, I got one topic. I want to talk about yesterday's... how do you pronounce it? Tribic? Festival? Game Festival?
What was it?
Tribeca, yeah. It was in New York.
Oh, it was a game festival in New York?
Yeah. I think that's how you
No,
pronounce
I
it.
didn't hear about it. Oh, Tribeca Film Festival. Is it the same thing?
Yeah, I think so. But Hideo Kojima was there to talk and stuff, and he actually got to meet Robert De Niro, and
Oh, to be a fly on the wall for that.
I know. He actually talked about the way he does games, and he came out and said that his idols are Steve McQueen, Bruce Lee, and somebody else. I can't remember. But he never.
Yeah, I don't rub.
I'm trying to think. Hideo Kojima. Who else could he have? I don't know. As far as like American influences, I know he's a fan of Junji Ito.
Yeah, he tweets
and,
about
some
that.
of the other guys he worked with, Guillermo del Toro. Those are people he's worked with, though.
Yeah, I can't remember the other third person, but he talked about how he liked Taxi and stuff like that. And I think it was like later on last night or today, Jeff Knightley tweeted a picture of him and Robert De Niro.
That's cool.
I was like, hell yeah, that's awesome. And
did you see the thing that they did with the updated graphics for the Pachinko machine for Metal Gear Solid 3, I think it was?
where they matched the English?
No, it was just like it was like a bunch of the cutscenes and stuff remade with new and better graphics and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like a fuck you to Kojima, and I was like, are you kidding me? Like, they're gonna put that in the Pachinko machine.
Well, here's the thing. There was this guy who went to find it. It's like hardly anywhere. He said it's like in the back, like just standing right there by itself. It's like, you know, you go to ask and they're like, oh yeah, and then they do like this weird dance, and then they take you to this back room and it's there.
So you're talking about the machine itself?
Yeah. So really,
that's obnoxious.
They're not that much out there, I guess, which is weird.
Well, look at all the games that they've thrown away. They don't really care. It's not about integrity for them or quality of the games. It's just, you know, the sort of money grubbing. And maybe I'm just cynical, but that's sure how it seems.
It sure is.
Yeah, no. I mean, from a business standpoint, I mean, here's the thing. We're always saying, you know, there needs to be quality in video gaming. There also needs to be quality in film and TV and all this stuff. But what we're not realizing is that it's all about corporations and it's all about money and producing. It's all about the bottom line.
I have a retort to that. Look at a company like Blizzard. Mm-hmm. Okay? You know, look at Diablo 3 had its fallbacks and everything. But they still worked to make it a good game, you know. That people got mad about the auction house. They went and they fixed the auction house, you know, and they did a lot of things to try to make it up to the end user consumer. So there are companies that do care about the quality of the games, you know what I mean? And you say what you will about EA, I can't remember the company that does BioWare who did Mass Effect. Yeah, they had some fallbacks, especially with the third game. Oh, don't get me started on that ending. But you know, they put the patch out in the end, and it did kind of help. I mean, it should have been better from the start, but, you know, there are companies that can balance quality and also, you know, get in the money. That's the thing.
Yes,
I think more people...
I think that, I mean, yes, with Blizzard they did do that, and when with, you know, BioWare they did change it up. But I think that more in the near future, we're starting to see more and more things go back to just the corporations and just pumping out games. Because the thing is we haven't seen a solid, because like classic gaming is where you can sit down and play a game without any DLC, microtransactions, or any other bullshit like that. In these new games, you have to buy a fucking, you know, $20 DLC pack just to play the fucking game.
Well, yeah, but see, that's the extreme on one end of the spectrum. But we also have, I mean, look at games like a game like Overwatch. I don't care if you sell me skins. That's fine. Do that as long as you're not, you know, cutting off parts of the game, you know, castrating it and then trying to sell me the parts back.
Yeah, no, that's what a lot of like the EA games and a lot of other games have been doing recently. Is for Destiny, for example. I mean, you know, people love to praise that game, but Destiny was the beginning of this trend.
Well, that was egregious, but also Evolve took it to an entirely new level because they straight up came out and they said, "Look, we're making a DLC wrapper." That's what they came out and said, and I was like, "That is not good marketing. That's not a good strategy for your game."
Well, I think it's because it's the fans. It's the fans because the fans want more, and they're like, you know, after a game comes out, it's like, okay, I beat it, but I want fucking more. Give me fucking more, you assholes. And then of course they're doing this whole DLC thing, and here we're gonna give you this. Yeah,
the hype train becomes real. I mean, look at Watch Dogs. That was hyped to hell and back, and then it came out, and people were like, meh. I mean, it's okay. And the balls on them to say, ooh, pre-order now and you can get the iconic hat. Iconic, the game's not out yet.
What the
This
fuck
is
is
not a
this, Team
franchise.
Fortress 2?
Yeah.
Just to say, I'm playing Watch Dogs 2.
Any good?
It's good enough. Like,
Good
it's
enough,
better than
see.
Watch Dogs 1, which I played
Oh.
on the Wii.
I don't think that's saying
Not a
much,
high
though.
It's an improvement, but it feels like they shoved in like a lot of stuff. Like, look, we've got a disabled character. We've got a POC as the main character. We've also got a POC side character who is also the person of color.
Oh.
And the POC side character, they fucking murder. They straight up just kill him off, and they make it seem like he's such an important character. Well, I played the game like twice before. No, he fucking wasn't. There's barely any form of like, oh yeah, this character's cool. Like, it's just some character who's black who gets killed by gang people, who I think Tumblr would interpret as racist if they actually bothered to pick up a game and rather than just say, oh, we play games and that game's sexist.
By playing the game, do they mean actually like watching 10 minutes of it on YouTube?
Probably, yeah. I mean, that's Anita Sarkeesian's entire fucking game examining series in a nutshell. Looking at a game for 10 minutes and calling it sexist for some bullshit reason.
Well, here, can I, if I can diverge here for a second, my whole problem with this whole, and I hate the word POC. I hate a lot of these buzzwords that go around. My thing is, when you sit down to make a game or a movie, any kind of narrative, anything of that nature, make a character. I don't give a shit if he's black, white, Hispanic, whatever. You can make him whatever you want. Make him a good character first, or her, and that's another thing too. The gender doesn't matter.
I guess,
None of it
like,
really
can
matters.
I
Make a
add
good
in?
character.
Tell that to Marvel. Tell that to Marvel.
Can I add
But the
in
thing,
here?
the thing with Marvel is though they had pre-established characters and then they changed them. And the thing is, don't do that. Make new characters. That's fine. Diversity is absolutely fine. But when you take existing things and mess with it just to mess with it, you know what I mean? That was the only thing. They were motivated by the wrong means. It wasn't the story that was driving that decision. It was politics. That was the problem.
Yeah,
See
mind if
what I
I
mean?
add in here? I've got.
Go ahead, go ahead.
It's kind of like what Vince Gilligan, creator of Breaking Bad, said. You don't have to agree with what the character is doing as long as you understand what they're doing.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So you can have a sexist character, you can have a racist character, you can have an absolute scumbag. However, you don't have to root for them.
You
Look at American History X.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Also, Mafia 3, they literally have the KKK. People,
Oh yeah.
And literally the main antagonist going, he's just a stupid nigger, and bleep that out because I'm pretty sure some fucking Tumblr justice boy is gonna fucking get triggered because I said nigger on a fucking podcast.
Well,
Like, I don't give a fuck.
I don't know.
If you're upset by words, then grow the fuck up. Unless you've got an actual mental condition, then shut the fuck up.
my thing
There are
about words
people
is
who
words only have as much meaning and power as you give them.
Exactly.
That's
Like-
the thing.
Like, there are people who are legitimately panicked. Literal flashbacks to events where they see a certain thing. But then there's people on Tumblr who say, oh, I've got self-diagnosed PTSD, and that particular thing you just said triggers me.
Oh,
Trigger
fuck
that.
off
Trigger-
with that.
I'm not big on triggered.
That's the
Fucking-
one thing. Okay, let me butt in because that's the
ahead.
one thing that pisses me off. Is everybody walks around PTSD comes from soldiers that coming back from combat. You fucking assholes. That's the one thing that pisses me off. It's like people have seen dramatic shit, killing, guts, blood, heads being headed.
You know what?
And people don't get that. They're like, "Oh, I'm so triggered." It's like, "Fuck you." You know, you don't see war. Fuck that. My dad was
if
in
I could-
war.
You know what? Just to say, there is a song I know of that highlights how fucked up it is for these people, how they live. It's made by my favorite band, which is awesome. I'm blowing up the name of it, just trying to freaking on you,
Now, is the band called Awesome, or are they awesome, or both?
they are awesome. They are awesome. Like, they're not. If a band's called awesome, then clearly they're about as original as most fucking BuzzFeed videos.
Ooh, shots fired.
To Hell and Back by
fired.
Sabaton. That song, literally, it like the it literally it's just them singing about how this guy went through shit, and it shows this guy literally suffering and shit, literally at moments trying to fucking kill himself. So yeah, it's pretty big explanation of what PTSD actually is, and not just a minor discomfort feeling.
Well, I want to hit on real quick, if it's all right. I want to hit on the hypocrisy, or maybe not the hypocrisy, but the problem with people who say that they have gotten PTSD from, Twitter comments and things like that. See, here's the thing. These are the same people who say that rape jokes are not funny. They condemn rape to the highest degree. They say that the people who suffer from rape, they are victims to one of the highest degrees. Rape is one of the worst things that you could do to a person. I agree with that. I am all for that. Now, here's the thing. To say that you have PTSD from a Twitter comment diminishes what these people have gone through, because they also suffer from PTSD. Does that not make, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, and also
Just
the other
go
thing
look at the screenshot I sent in chat. That sums it up perfectly.
And here's another thing I've noticed with these particular people. Basically, these are the kind of people who basically they're the people on Tumblr who say, oh, this ship is wrong because it might upset child sex abuse victims. And then a child sex abuse victim says, I'm a child sex abuse victim, and this isn't bad for me. Like, I actually don't mind it. And then and then those kind of people say, oh, really? Prove it.
Jesus Christ.
They don't accept at face value. They literally force people, if they want to make them prove those themselves. If they want to prove these fucking assholes calling ships wrong, then they have to actually recall those fucked up memories. And they literally, but if there's a child sex abuse victim that agrees with them, oh yeah, totally. See, this is a CSA victim that says it's wrong, so it's definitely wrong now. So yeah, but in actual fact, you're literally calling these people to have you're calling these people fucking flashbacks to their abuse because they stand against you. Like, these people on fucking social media they are the worst kind of people. Like, they're anti-fuck cunts and whatnot, like,
I said this before in a video, but if you want someone to die, or you're bringing very personal and real life matters into something that is fictional or fake, like a TV show or a video game's shipping, which shipping in itself is the dumbest fucking idea ever, because unless it's canon, it doesn't fucking matter, and you're just wasting your goddamn time.
Yeah, I'm somewhat part of the shipping community. I'm kind of part of it because it's kind of cool to pass around ideas of what would seem like a kind of cool thing. Like, it's more like along the lines of, oh, it would be cute if these two characters got together, like Soldier 76 and Diva. I got, quite frankly, harassed and told to kill myself, like, over 10 times just
Well,
like
it can't be Diva. She's out of the game for a little bit. She's out of commission.
Yeah, but like, they're both the fucking age. Soldier 76 and Diva are both legal age, but oh god, yeah, I fucking remember that bullshit. Literally, I'm pretty sure that was part of it, actually. Like, the whole I got into some shipping drama, and this person started fucking sending I'm pussy to me and stuff.
You're saying this one word over and over again, I'm pussy, I'm pussy, I'm pussy, is the funniest shit.
It's fucking...
It was adorable, because these other people will fucking dox you because you're fucking shipping someone, okay? But then this person just spams kill yourself, and I legitimately messaged them and said, you're adorable, you know that? You're legitimately adorable.
Well, I've been doxxed for less, so I guess that's...
So what happens after you get doxxed? I've always wondered.
What do you mean?
You're fucked.
I was okay. I just got a lot of really harassing phone calls, which I started recording.
Yeah, they were recording.
Yeah, and then I would answer the phone in different voices. I can't really now because my voice is all messed up, but I'd answer the phone, just, all kinds of different characters, Eckers, and my old bingo lady I used to do way back in the day, and there was a bunch of different voices. I wish my voice wasn't messed up. I'd do one for you.
This is about the whole ASMR thing.
Huh? Oh, no. The ASMR thing. Actually, the community kind of, they got really mad, but then they wanted me to help them out and everything, and I kind of shared something like, hey, help this woman get back on YouTube, and she did, and people just dropped it. which was kind of cool, because I was like, okay, it didn't go that deep, but, no, that, like I said, I think I told you before, that was just like it was obnoxious, but it wasn't anything,
Too bad.
yeah, it wasn't the reason that Eckers and Tom is, stayed on hiatus for as long. At that point, it kind of, it was just a lot of things, a lot of little
Not gonna
things. That came
mention any
together.
specific names.
Well, I can't. See, that's the thing. The stuff that happened that involved like legal stuff, I actually won't. 'Cause
Yeah.
I never really wanted to talk about it anyway. So, yeah. It's just, it doesn't help anything. You know what I mean? Like, I could
Yeah,
bitch
yeah.
and complain about a lot of stuff, but it wouldn't do anything.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
It's just one of those things. But they will be coming back eventually. Hopefully.
So maybe 2018 or 2019 we'll get Eckers and Tom.
Yeah, 2023. I'm thinking.
2023, yeah, Kanye West is gonna be in the White House, and
It'll be
you know,
Eckers in a. He'll be just about buried. They'll have him freshly dead in the coffin, because he's old as shit.
and then he comes back up and he's like, we gotta get back to it.
He'll just rise up.
So how can Kanye West, from the guy who bankrupted a fucking casino,
What happened?
Trump,
Oh yeah,
bankrupted
yeah.
a fucking casino.
He's bankrupted more than that, buddy.
Yeah, but the fact is, a casino is literally a fucking business meant to take literally all those rigged to steal people's money.
Not if
With
you
them
do it wrong.
Yeah, and he did it wrong somehow. I'm still struggling to wrap my mind around the fact that he fucking bankrupted a fucking casino, one of the most profitable businesses you could ever fucking make. Like, how?
And there's also a lot of regulations and stuff like that. And if you go in even half cocked, then you can get hit really badly. And you also have to play by a lot of rules.
Yeah, but it's a private business in like, still,
Yeah.
it's a casino. The fact you managed to make, you somehow end up losing money from it, and I'm pretty sure it was a well-known one, which is why he bought it. And then, still, there's a lot of fuck-ups you have to make to fucking bankrupt a fucking casino.
Yeah, Tiny Hands has done a lot of weird things in his life.
Yeah.
Tiny Hands has done a lot of weird things.
Well, I can't not call him Tiny Hands. Have you seen his hands?
Oh, they are tiny.
Oh, they freak me out. I don't know
You'll
why.
still-
You got to keep a close eye on them. They could be anywhere. They're so tiny.
Yeah, they could be fucking 50. They could be halfway into a woman's vagina, and she wouldn't notice because of how fucking miniature they are.
Well, I mean, they let you. It's his
They
defense.
just let you. They just let you.
They let you. I have to take issue with that because I don't know. Maybe it's just my experience, but no, they don't.
Anything you want to admit? I'm sure the police are already listening in. So.
Oh, I'm on a lot of lists, but no, let's not put me on another one. But Tiny Hands. That's one of the weirdest things anybody's ever said is grab them by the pussy. It's okay, they let you, or something like that. Or I think he said when you're on TV they let you. So there's the missing link. I'm not on TV.
Exactly.
Yeah. And you
I got the
also
face for radio, so.
I mean, maybe you're, what is it? You'd be like Sam Pepper. You could hire people to, grab their pussies or something.
I still don't like Sam Pepper.
He's a bit of a cunt. I mean.
He really is.
He's not even a cute cunt, so he's not
He's
even
not-
decent.
He's not even relevant anymore, though. That's
I
the
know.
thing.
he exploded with relevancy when it was caught that he was faking pranks and also doing a lot of fucking insane shit, and also, you know, fake killing someone's friend, and it looked, and apparently that wasn't faked, so it looked kind of fucked up.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. See, that's the thing. I don't mind a good prank. Like there was a oh, what was it? A thing on I think it was like the Sci-Fi channel. Used to be Sci-Fi.
Yeah,
Sci-Fi, syphilis. But they had it's called Scare Tactics, and they had a lot of pretty interesting pranks. I thought that was great. But I don't know. Like, what was the one he did? Was it Sam Pepper? No, who was it? The guy who went around and he just stepped on a bunch of shoes. He was like, we're going to the hood and we're going to step on a bunch of shoes. People got mad at him. I'm like, yeah, you went around and stepping on people's shoes. What did you think was going to happen? They're not going to thank you for that.
Oh, thank you for fucking stepping on me.
You know, I wanted a footprint on my shoe.
I mean, there might be some people who got slightly aroused by it.
Especially that one guy who just looked up at him and then just punches him in the face.
That sounds like the kind of response you'd expect. You know.
Oh yeah.
Your fucking brain.
Look, where I come from, on the streets, man, you don't disrespect somebody like that. You get knocked the fuck out.
Also, I
I'm
just
only
thought
half
about
good.
something interesting. I was thinking about something just interesting just a few seconds ago.
What's that?
Is that Reaper here got his start on a podcast, like his first introduction to podcasting was on a podcast with me, Casey, and as well as Ron and Jay.
Jan.
Yeah, Jayan, which all said people have been on this podcast before. I don't know.
Shout out to Jan. She's been doing awesome,
yeah,
great stuff.
I don't
here
know if we're
lately.
allowed to say. I don't know if we're allowed to say the big thing that happened. But,
No,
yeah,
wouldn't.
no, I'm not going to. But I'm gonna say the fact that one of the first persons that she messaged or told was me, because she just messaged me in all caps. Nico, get the fuck up!
Oh, she's awesome.
Yeah, that's
She's
what
great.
Her message was just, get the fuck up! I've got some news! And I was like, what? I was like, it's Friday, I'm already up, what's up?
Yeah, I was the second person she told.
I was never told.
She didn't tell me, but that's because everybody thought I was dead.
Yeah, I didn't even know you were alive. You messaged me, and I was like, so I talked to Reese that night, and I was like, guess who messaged me the other day? And he's like, who? I was like, Casey. He's like, holy shit, he's still alive? I was like, I know, right?
I can't do Facebook. That's the thing. Like, I can't do Facebook. I need to start doing more Twitter because I can handle Twitter.
Yeah,
Facebook, I can't handle.
Facebook, just shit post. There you go. That's how you deal with Facebook. Just deal like how I deal with Facebook is I deal like Facebook like I would do any other fucking site, and I exist to shit post.
Well, I need to just delete. Like, the problem is that I have a personal account on there. I used to have just a one that I would use for keeping in contact with people, and then more and more people got added on, and it's great because like I've got people all over the world that I talk to. I've got people in India, people in the Middle East that I speak to, and I love talking to them. I love I love interacting with people. But the problem is that and maybe I just need to clear out the people who are local and stuff like that. It's a lot of drama, and I can't deal with drama. I don't deal well with it. I don't like it.
Yeah.
I feed off of drama. That's what I do.
Yeah, Keemstar.
I'm the Tumblr Keemstar. I spark drama intentionally. Discourse, my bro. I love it.
Yeah, see, I couldn't do Tumblr either, but only because it got weird. I could only be in the weird parts of Tumblr. Just because it was fascinating.
I legit just I started Tumblr because someone said that it's good for porn, and I was like, okay. And then I was like, oh yeah, I should also do this for YouTube. And then it's kind of just how it turned into what it is now. I don't know. Tumblr's a fucking weird place, but so is everywhere else. You know what I mean? Everyone talks about that one-sided Tumblr. And then there are so many other sides of Tumblr. There are the people who are like they're the antis, you know, the anti-SJWs, anti-feminists. Then there are the Menonists. Then there are the fucking anti-fascists, the fascists. Then there are the liberals, the alt-rights, the Nazis, the KKK, the lifting community or the shoplifting community.
The MAP community.
MAP
which I don't
community.
mind. I don't mind.
So-
Yeah.
Is it true that the lifting community, that's just a role play group?
No, it's legit.
They legit steal. I made a blog against it that grew quite a bit because anti-feminism, pro-equality said that my blog's pretty cool. I got
like the thing is no, like there are more communities though. There's the MAP community, which is the minor attracted person community. Then there's the pedophile community, which is straight up just pedophiles.
Wait, what? What now?
There's the pedophile community. I mean, they're just a straight up pedophile community.
Yeah, there's the MAPs and there's the pedophiles. There's people who the MAPs say I'm attracted to kids, but I don't intend to commit sexual assault against a child or watch any form of media that involves a child being harmed. Then there's the pedophiles which say, yeah, that little girl in that show looks proper hot.
Oh.
You know, that's
and then there are people who believe that people live inside their heads. That's called head mates. There are people who believe that they are otherkin, which means that they were.
Wait a second. Did people bring back the homunculus idea?
homunculus.
Yeah, homunculi are the little people that they used to believe were in your head. I mean, it was like a hypothetical thing, you know, used as like a thought experiment sort of thing to explain consciousness, but that's back?
Essentially.
Oh, when are we getting alchemy back? I could be an alchemist, man. Get me a mortar and pestle. Oh, I'd be on it.
There's a movie coming out.
About alchemy?
Full Metal Alchemist.
Oh god.
Oh, really? Is it for Brotherhood?
It's a live action. It's live action.
Live action?
Yeah.
So pretty much they're going. So pretty much you know how Disney's remaking all of their fucking movies live action? Anime decided, hey, we should do that as well. And so now they're going on a they're going down the checklist of films that they're gonna make live action. They're making a Bleach movie. I've heard rumors they're making a Fairy Tail movie. There's a lot of different live action movies. The only good live action anime films are the Death Note ones. But I can go on an entire. I'm actually planning on doing a video on the Death Note.
See, the Japanese ones I really enjoyed. Now, with the one that they're making for Netflix,
that's gonna be fucking shit.
Oh, I don't know. The thing is, I think the guy playing L, I think if people give him a chance, they could make that work. He's a good actor. He is a good actor. I think if they did it correctly with the character, that's my thing. Give me the character. I want the substance. If they did it proper, and it kind of looks like they might be able to pull it off. If they make him like, I don't know, the mask worries me now because of Antifa. But I saw it before a bunch of that stuff blew up. So I'm thinking if they do it properly and they make him, you know, properly neurotic, but you know, that kind of goofy sort of thing, I think they could pull it off.
Yeah,
in the Americanized, you know.
I think we'll have to see what happens. But
let's see.
What do you think about William Dafoe?
Oh,
really?
William Dafoe as Ryuk. Yes, please.
Oh my god, that would be fucking.
Yes.
Okay, no, I'm hyped. I'm very interested to see where this goes because I was watching fucking what was it, Spider-Man. I was rewatching that, and that dude. He's fucking good.
He's non-kosher, man. He's that ham. He is so non-kosher. I like him.
He's a fucking good actor. But yeah, no, what is it? And then apparently it was brought to my attention by Brad that there are 3 other movies that I had no clue about, and apparently they're they're like sequels to Death Note.
Sequels.
And essentially, Death Note is still around, and apparently at one point there were like 5 Death Note users at once or something like that. Shit gets confusing.
I mean, there can be as many Death Notes as there are Shinigami, and there's a whole world for the Shinigami. So
let's also mention the fact that Light, in the original ending, they didn't bring up the fact, they cut out the fact that Light became a fucking Shinigami, and you only know that in the extended series, the 2 films, which are essentially they take both seasons and they compile it into one.
Was that in the manga? Did you ever read the comic series?
I did read the manga, yeah, and I think
I stopped near the end.
Here's the thing: they left a lot out of the anime that they had in the manga, because at the end of the manga, you see that yes, Light is they hint at Light being a Shinigami. However, it more addresses the aspect that they're making. Like the cult of Kira continues. Which is led by Misa.
Just add something on the headmates thing. Basically, they're literally a group of mentally ill people.
Yeah.
They are literally mentally ill with some disorder called dissociative identity disorder.
Yeah.
Like they're legitimately mentally ill, so they literally think that basically due to this thing, they think it's either thing. I guess that their own personalities kind of splintered a little bit.
Yeah, it's really complicated. I have studied DID. It's like if you saw the movie Split, it's not like that. No.
Here's the thing. What I was saying is that something with Split is super. I mean, if you wanted to say that was accurate, which I highly doubt was actually accurate.
It's not accurate. No.
But if you want to say it's accurate, it's still about a criminally insane person. Not every person with schizophrenia or DID or whatever else
just as a disclaimer, you can't conflate schizophrenia and DID. They're wildly different. Schizophrenia is more the auditory and visual hallucinations.
Yeah, what I'm more saying along the lines of is people on Tumblr were saying that this film was like anti-schizophrenia and DID and not borderline. What's the other one?
BPD, borderline personality disorder.
No, not BPD. Multiple personality disorder.
I thought the big twist. And
they were saying pretty much they were saying is that it was anti mental health or something like that, and I'm like okay, this is a goddamn M. Night Shyamalan film. I don't think they're gonna be focusing on the mental illness. They're gonna be focusing on just the memes.
It's not that deep, bro.
I thought
exactly.
The big plot twist of Split was that it wasn't actually multi-personalities. It was just the souls of the people he ate that were kind of rebelling and haunting his body.
Well, no. Spoiler warning, I guess. I'm gonna try not to get too deep into the spoilers.
I mean, I'm not gonna watch the film.
It wasn't that he ate them. It was that it was a splintered personality, but it ties into. And if you haven't seen the film, it's a great film. It ties into Unbreakable, which I don't think is terribly spoilerish.
Oh shit! Is it like a prequel or attached to that film?
No, it's attached to the franchise, yes. And plus, because that movie did so well, they are making another one in the series. It's related directly to Unbreakable. We are getting a new Unbreakable.
Well, it's
direct.
It's a Unbreakable, but it's like because Midnight Shyamalan tweeted that he's making a sequel, but it's going to be a sequel crossover, Split and Unbreakable.
Yeah, the guy from Split. Spoilers. Let's just get into that, I guess. The guy from Split is a super villain, much like Mr. Glass. Mm-hmm. So the new one's going to be called Glass. It will have the guy from Split and Mr. Glass as the antagonists.
Yeah, I need to watch Unbreakable because I know it's like up there with some of the best Shyamalan.
It's great. It's one of his best, I think.
It probably is. Like Shyamalan makes a good portion of bad films, and I think that's a good thing almost because he makes these films that they could sit down and just or do a riff on, and then he occasionally comes up and just has this really fucking great film. Like, you know, I mean, he's the guy who helped do The Sixth Sense, which, you know, I mean, it's a part of fucking pop culture.
But what would you say was bad though? Because I've got to say I don't think any of his movies were really bad except for the Avatar, The Last Airbender. That one
was a pretty bad one.
Yeah, but it was at least interesting. You know what I mean?
It was kind of a letdown, really.
It was
a letdown, but I think people went into it with the wrong expectations. I think people went into it thinking it was a horror movie, and I don't think that's the case. Just like Lady in the Water, if you go into that thinking, oh, it's a horror film with a twist, you're gonna be disappointed. But if you go into it just thinking, well, I'm gonna watch a movie,
The thing about The Happening is that that film, the problem I had with it was the script and the dialogue. It was so uncanny. It was just so odd. Like, you know, when I had seen clips from it before, I was just like, what the fuck, man? Like, it was just so unsettling. Like, how he just seems so lifeless in his performance, you know? The main actor of that film.
It was Wahlberg, wasn't it?
Yeah, I legit have The Happening on DVD. Like, I'm looking at it right now. I got it for $3 at fucking Walmart one day. But, you know, like, the thing about that movie is, and like I said, I love films that you can riff on. So I mean, like, that's one of the things I love about Shyamalan, is that you could have I mean, like, you know, almost all of his more recent, not his more recent films. He did The Visit, and then that got a good reviews and ratings.
I haven't seen that yet.
I haven't seen it either, but he also did Split, which, I mean, everyone loves.
I think.
The thing is, though, is that with his other films, they're very just uncanny and just odd, just kind of unsettling feel to them. Like
yeah, but I kind of like that sometimes.
No. What was that one? Hell? It was Satan.
Oh yeah, okay, that one was kind of.
Wait a minute, which one?
Jelly Side Down.
Jelly Side Down. It was. It was about the devil.
It was called Devil, I think.
Devil, yeah, and they had the elevator, and one of them was the devil or something.
And then there's the fucking Jelly Side Down. Like,
that one I don't even remember.
That? How the fuck did they test that? The Nostalgia Critics who did a great review.
Yeah, I remember that. Oh, I forgot about that. Okay, yeah, that
Jelly
one wasn't
Side Down, man! Jelly Side Down! Ah! Everyone just starts running around.
I think he's a good writer. I've read some of his scripts, and even in the scripts, yeah, some of the dialogue I'd say is stilted. You would hope, though, that you give a bunch of actors the scripts that they could turn it into something.
Yeah.
Not wooden.
And then,
you know what I mean?
And then there's obviously the shit on the cherry on top of the shit sundae, which is Avatar: The Last Airbender.
They didn't watch it. Don't plan. Well, I take that back. I watched like 15 minutes of it and got mad. It did not look good. I skipped ahead and I was like, yeah, I don't see anything I like in this.
It was bad. It's a bad film.
It reminded me. It put me in the mindset of when I tried to watch the Green Lantern movie with Ryan Reynolds, and I love Ryan Reynolds. I really do. Yeah. I've seen a lot of his stuff. Like even Definitely Maybe. I love that film. I like him as a
thing about I mean, you could argue the fact that the Green Lantern movie was semi-decent. Okay, there were some special effects that were cool and whatnot. You know, there were some other things that happened in the movie that were cool. But the ending, they fought a giant fucking smoke monster.
Lost anyone?
I just thought it was. I just thought it was boring. That's the main thing for me. It dragged for me. And I don't know what they could have done to make that better. Well, I know what they could have done. Like, cut a lot of it out and make it more interesting, but
exactly, dude. That fucking,
I don't know.
That movie, I saw that once a while ago, and like when I was younger, and I hated it. Even when I was younger, I fucking hated it. I was like, this film is absolute garbage. For some reason, we were actually gonna watch Green Hornet, but then we watched Green Lantern instead, and we got really just fucking pissed off.
Yeah, Green Hornet, I think, was the better movie.
It was, but even in that situation, it wasn't a good movie. It was.
Yeah.
It should have been rated R. That's the problem.
I was also disappointed because I was disappointed with that, but I was also disappointed recently with Iron Fist. I couldn't get.
Yeah.
through that.
Okay,
That
okay.
like disappointment.
I've
Jessica
actually
Jones
got-
was done so much.
I've got a great topic
Go for it.
for okay. So me and a friend just sat down recently. So me and him are huge into Mystery Science Theater 3000, which I mean, if you don't know it, it's essentially it's a part, like definite part of nerd culture. Where, it's pretty much this guy and two robots sit down and riff movies. The saying riff definitely became popular because of Mystery Science Theater.
With riff
So-
tracks and
Riff
like.
tracks, Mystery Science Theater, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So this whole riff culture of taking a film and then making fun of it, it definitely became popular since Mystery Science Theater. It has a very cult following, and so they brought it. They had the Kickstarter that got greenlit, and all of us were very excited for this Kickstarter. We're very excited for to see where this will go. We heard it's on Netflix. Okay, there's probably a couple podcasts of me talking about. Actually, I actually know for a fact there's a couple podcasts about me talking about the new Mystery Science Theater. You know what I mean? Like, I was hyped for it. I was definitely excited to see where it would go.
That was a good series.
However, I should have definitely seen something up when Felicia Day, Peyton Oswald, as well as a couple other comedians from Comedy Central got roles. Now,
Well,
I said to a friend of ours that we were watching it with, I said, okay, I'm going to put away my personal opinions about said actors until we see the actual riffs, okay? Because
Right.
the first sketch in the beginning of Mr. Science Theater is the show is really just uncomfortable because it's their entire joke is look guys, it's Mystery Science Theater, we're back, oh my god, it's Mystery Science Theater, isn't that cool? They're so try hard, and the problem is that with Mystery Science Theater 3000 it was so just smooth. It was smooth, they're like, hey guys, welcome back, and then they didn't have this super overhyped feeling to it, you know what I mean? It just felt really just try hard. All right,
it was
we said,
chill.
okay.
They didn't really.
Exactly. I said, okay, let's look away from that. Now, the main cast had about 4 or 5 people, and they were the writers and whatnot that sit down and they watch the films, and then they write the jokes about them. And keep in mind, the jokes that they would make would have about a 8-second pause or something like that. It wasn't that long between jokes. And when the film starts, they are instantly right off the bat riffing it. How the new Mystery Science Theater does it is they sit down and they have specific jokes for specific scenes. Besides that, they're sitting there in silence. I'm not even kidding you. It's like they only watched certain scenes in the film and then made jokes about them. And we're just sitting there and we're like, what the fuck? Like, well, what is going on here? Like, here's the thing. Like I said, the original cast had about a couple people. You want to know how many writers are on this new show?
How many? 16.
Go check chat.
Oh my god.
That's a large number of people.
That is.
Jesus.
See how many people I recognize.
Did I see
Oh,
Joss
wow.
Whedon in that list?
Is Whedon on the writing staff?
Is Will Wheaton on the writing staff?
Did I see Joss Whedon?
Joss Whedon.
Is Joss Whedon?
Justin Roiland. Oh shit. Nice.
Oh wow.
Did I see
You'd
Joss-
think it would actually be decent.
Yeah, there's some talent on here. Here's the thing. Like Kate McCucci, I like her.
Felicia Day, ugh.
She's been funny. Dana Gould, of course. Dan Harmon, yes, absolutely. Justin Roiland. Yeah, Dana Snyder. Yeah, Dana Snyder, great.
Dan Harmon? Dude,
Yeah, Dan
got
Harmon's
both.
on
They
there.
have both of them.
And like I said, I do like
Rick
Felicia
and
Day.
Morty wrote a joke about wrote a joke for this fucking show.
He's the
But
same
isn't it-
guy, Justin Roiland.
Justin Roiland and then the
He's so many people in that show. Let's see. Oh.
Now here's the main pinnacle. Okay,
Hey, there's talent
like I
here.
said, there's probably, like I said, I'm hoping that as I continue to watch it, that maybe it has some decency. However, there's another thing that they tried to hide pretty goddamn well on their IMDb page. And I will pull it up right now, in fact. There is a specific person that is involved with this new series that they hid on the IMDb page. You have to go into the full cast and crew to see who is the second director on this show, and that is Robert Cohen.
Robert Cohen. Of the Cohen?
Nope.
Who's
Robert Cohen, producer and writer of The Big Bang Theory.
Oh God.
Well,
So that's why it's all shit.
Yeah, exactly. It's
'cause
that whole nerd culture is quirky. That's the entire the community that this was handed over to. The Gamergate nerd culture is quirky group. You know what I mean?
Oh, it's all quirks. It's all quirks. No actual fluid comedy. Just nerd reference. You thought we were done with referencing nerd culture? Here's another 5,000, and then make that into an episode. That's Big Bang Theory.
Yeah, I didn't like Big Bang Theory, but to
No
play
one said
devil's
so.
advocate, I don't know the guy's work extensively. I don't know. But
Yeah,
I mean,
but
the way
no,
you're
the thing
explaining it
is-
doesn't seem.
It doesn't. It seems like I said, that whole Geek and Sundry YouTube channel. Okay, that whole Geek and Sundry side of the internet. That's who they handed Mr. Science Theater over to. I
don't know.
Joel, from the original series had something to do with this, but I doubt that he really did. It says that he's a writer. No, it doesn't even say he's a
He's
writer.
credited.
He's credited, but it says creator.
Creator, yeah.
It doesn't say that he actually
I
wrote
don't
any of the jokes.
I don't. Here's what it. I don't know. Maybe I'm off the mark here, but I'll say it anyway. If what you're saying is similar, it kind of reminds me of like the whole JonTron thing. Like in the beginning, it was just something he took it seriously, but he didn't take it too seriously.
And then now he has an entire
It's
set.
it's
he
so
has-
produced, and yeah, he's getting better. He's getting a lot better in that format. I think there was growing pains, but I am getting more used to it, and I think it is getting a bit back to it. but,
okay. Here's a couple.
I don't know.
Here's a couple of.
Maybe they'll have the same kind of growing pains with Mystery Science. Like, I hope it does well.
Yeah, same. I
you know.
definitely we sat down and watched the pilot episode, and it's like, this is god awful. Okay,
Oh,
I'm
that's
gonna
not-
start watching more of it, and I'm gonna start doing more into it, Leo. Give it some time, and I don't know, because a lot of people have been giving it good reviews, and it's weird. It's like, why? And I mean, I don't. Are we been watching the same show? That's what he kept saying. Like, are we living in a Berenstein Bears, alternate universe in which Mr. Science Theater, the Big Bang Theory is actually good?
I don't. There might be a universe where that's true, but I would say it's just one universe where that's true.
Let me give you an example of some of the what is it, cameos that are in this show, this new one. So we got Mark Hamill, who plays the character, Neil Patrick Harris. Okay, keep in mind, this is the quirky, nerdy side of the internet, so obviously Dr. Weird sing-along blog has to have an appearance.
Yeah.
Jerry Seinfeld, don't know why the fuck he's in there.
He's
Will
funny.
Wheaton. I mean, here's the thing though. Jerry Seinfeld is more of he just does that. He's a YouTuber, okay? He's becoming a YouTuber now. He's got
Is
that
he?
show where he drives around with comedians and drinks coffee.
Oh god.
I thought that was
called,
Dead Mouse.
No, it's called Jerry Seinfeld Gets Coffee with Comedians. Or
Oh
something.
yeah, no, I have seen that. He did one with was it Louie CK?
He
Did he
did.
do
It was
one?
fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
But it's called Comedians in Cars Getting Coffee.
Yeah, I did like the one I saw.
It's an interesting idea.
I didn't watch too much of it, to be fair.
But Yeah, so we got Jerry Seinfeld, Will Wheaton, obviously, because I mean, if Felicia Day's in here, her fucking butt buddy's gonna be there as well.
I don't really like Wheaton.
I don't either. He's one of those guys that he seems like he's genuine, and then he turns around and just says some just asinine shit. And you're just like, come on, man, really?
Well, I bought his book, and I got through it, and it kind of seemed like he had his head up his ass.
Oh, he definitely does.
I don't like that.
Who has the head up their ass? Will Wheaton?
Oh,
Will Wheaton. I don't know if he does, but it just like, from reading the book, it just, I got the impression that he was the kind of person who was really pretentious and so in his own ego.
His head is so far up his ass that it's on top of his head. It's on top of his fucking body. Like
He's gone around.
He's a complete loop.
I'm gonna start calling people complete loops now. That's amazing. Thank you. Oh.
Shut up, you're a complete loop.
Shut up, Wesley.
Wesley,
No,
Mr. Crusher.
I love that clip from Star Trek. Shut up, Wesley.
It's
I haven't
so
seen that.
relevant now because
You've never seen that clip? It was from
No.
one of the
Fact
episodes
is-
with Will in it.
Fact is though, now it's so relevant now because everyone just wants Will Wheaton to shut the fuck up.
Most of my next generation was spent watching what's his face climb over chairs. Oh, I forget his name, and I love that series. That's my favorite Star Trek series, and I forget his name. I don't know.
Shut up, Wesley.
Mr. Crusher.
Maybe that's what
Seeking in
happened.
the
He just
chamber.
got tired of being the butt of everyone's joke.
And then he decided, oh, I'm gonna become a social justice warrior and dye my hair blue.
No, that's the thing though. I'm talking about this whole Gamergate, little community. Geek and Sundry, as well as Felicia Day and Will Wheaton, definitely had,
A hand in it.
influence in Gamergate. Okay, there's definitely no doubt about it. They were
Yeah.
involved. They were there throwing down with people.
They were there on ground zero.
Exactly, and
They were waiting for it. Like I'm willing to bet they had a hand in setting things up.
But the problem with Gamergate was there was two different things. Like, there was the actual discussion about ethics and journalism, and then there was whatever they were doing. And my experience was only with the ethics and journalism, because I respect journalism, and I wish that we had journalistic integrity in this day and age, which we don't. That went out the window long ago.
oh yeah,
Like,
and
I
you know
wanted to be a
Donald Trump.
journalist a long
Donald
time
Trump said.
ago.
Donald Trump is, he said, everyone hate him, like him or hate him. He's right when he says fake news. It's true. But the problem
Yeah.
is with that is that he doesn't say it when it's something about him. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but Tiny Hands is hyperbolic anyway, so it's hard to take him too seriously.
Yeah, good point.
Everybody's too hyperbolic these days. That's one of the things that irritates me is it's the hyperbole. Everything has to be taken to an extreme. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I used to consider myself a liberal, and I still wish I could, because that's, I still have liberal leanings, but now I guess I'd be more of a centrist, because everybody's so far to one side or the other.
Yeah, that's the
You
problem.
know what I mean?
Yeah. I consider myself a moderate conservative. No one understands what the fuck that means. They just think I don't want to call myself a Republican. I'm like, no. What I mean is that I'm not on one side or the other. I think both
You're
sides have an
alt-right.
agenda.
You're alt-right. Don't
Yeah,
red
exactly.
pill me, bro.
All right, yeah.
Red pill, bro. Red pill.
Red pill. About to fucking red pill you. About to drop some truth on you. Truth bomb.
Okay, John Tron. Jeez.
Oh fuck.
Oh.
No, but what I'm saying, is that what I'm saying is like every side, left, right, fucking. Then there are the other sides, the alt, whatever the fuck. You know what I mean? The alt left, the alt right,
Progressive left, I think.
the
is
progressive left,
That's the
the alt left or the full left is like those anarchist cunts. You know what I mean? The antifa types.
You know what's the stupidest thing that came out of one of these quote-unquote anarchists fucking video things? They said anarchism is order.
How?
I know, right? It's like Quite
if done
literally,
properly,
its
that's not...
fucking name is anarchy.
That's a goddamn that's a fucking
complete
contradiction.
loop. It's a complete
Yeah, you're
loop.
complete loop, man.
A logical loop. That's
Yeah.
another term for it. If someone's
It's an
being a
oxymoron,
fucking
is what it is.
Yeah, an oxymoron. Yeah, it doesn't make it. Anyways, though, what I'm saying is like, I consider myself moderate conservative because I have more conservative views, you know, in regards to, freedom of, you know, the Second Amendment as well as the First Amendment, you know, as well as other things, you know, that fall under a more conservative viewpoint. However, that doesn't mean that I will, you know, suck any Republican's dick, okay? That's the problem that I hate. These people are raised in something. They're raised to know and learn by a certain thing, and that certain thing will evade facts or anything else. I think that in the future of politics, I think that people need to do their own research. You know what I mean? We need to keep our... That's why I love Philip DeFranco so much, because Philip DeFranco was like, listen, don't take me or don't take anyone else, you know, as just straight facts. Do your own fucking research.
Well, see, the problem that you're describing, I think it sounds like you have the same problem I do, which is if somebody comes out and says, "Hey, I'm a Republican," everybody just jumps on and says, "Oh, you agree with everything that they say."
Exactly.
But you don't have to. Like I have liberal leanings, but I still I'm pro, Second Amendment, so I would agree with you on that. You know what I mean? And that's why I call myself centrist now instead of going toward left or right. I just, I take everything as it comes. I take each individual point. Like if you want to have a discussion with me, don't ask what, my belief is overall. Don't be like, well, what are you, conservative or are you liberal? Don't ask me that. Ask me about the individual points and I will tell you. Otherwise, I can't give you any information like that. You know what I mean? Because you're not just going to get how I think from one term, one label.
Exactly. It's like that. Hold on, Simon. Let me just say this real quick. It's like that. I think it's the episode. It's the pilot episode to The Newsroom. It's that one scene at the end where everyone shared this clip like so many goddamn times. It's the scene where that guy goes, America isn't the greatest country in the world or whatever.
3 best minutes of American broadcasting.
Yeah. The best part is that it was on fucking cable HBO network, which they didn't. Yeah, they did. Yeah, you see that floating around a lot. They're like best moments of the three. What is it? Like you just said. 3 minutes of broadcasting. No, that was on fucking. Like you had to pay for that shit. Anyways, though.
Okay. Anyway,
it was still great scene. But when he said at one point, he goes, "Well, it didn't used to be though." He goes, "We used to care about each other. We used to, not, base ourselves based on who we voted for in the previous election."
Yeah. See, that's a big thing about virtue signaling and that kind of thing.
No, what I'm saying is it's more of a label.
Side,
it's like putting yourself into a label and saying, I am this specific thing. You know what I mean? I'm not that specific thing. I'm me. Okay? It's like, Tumblr wants to gender and everything. Or they want to put everything in a box. However, they say at the same time that they want to avoid that box. It's like an oxymoron to the extreme. It's like, how about this? I'm not a gender. I'm just me, okay? Fuck off.
Nico, just Tumblr. Gender is a social construct, so let's make 50,000 fucking more of them.
Exactly.
Oh yeah, social construct that you want to get rid of, so stop making so fucking many. Like, if you want to get rid of dog shit, you don't get a dog and feed it laxatives.
This dog shits too much. It needs more fiber.
Alright, you were gonna say something, Simon. You kept trying to add stuff.
Like, I say I don't want to go with left wing because they have fucked their image up so fucking much. Like, holy shit, they fucked themselves up.
And the right wing hasn't.
Yeah, the right wing has done it a couple times, but
both sides are fucking up.
Yes.
Yeah. But which one's more physical, but says they're not going to be physical with their fuck up?
Yeah, but see, here's the thing though. I would still, if we didn't have the Antifas of the world and we didn't have the anarchists and the straight up communists, coming out and espousing really bad ideologies, I would still be very comfortable saying that I am on the left.
Yeah.
It's just the extremist views now. Like I said, everything became hyperbolic, and it's gotten so out of control. So out of control. And I hate the term. I really hate the term. Well, I hate both these terms I'm going to use. The first one is echo chamber. I think that is a big problem, and that does go back to Will. I think that's his problem, is that, you know, his celebrity put him in a position where he can choose what he takes on board, and it seems like a lot of these people are taking on board all this praise and adulation and letting go the criticism. You know, they're not taking into account. They hear, hey, you're the best thing ever. You're the best thing ever. They're put on this God pedestal, and they roll with it because that echo chamber reinforces it. The other one is nuance. I hate that term because it has become a buzzword nowadays, but I think it's important. You know, like Philip DeFranco was mentioned, and I've got to say, Philip DeFranco, I love his show. And I don't know if he'd call himself nuanced. I don't know if he's ever used the word, but I think that's the key, is you got to take the issues, and I think that's what he does. That's what a lot of people I respect do. You know what I'm saying? And journalism used to be a thing where you reported just the facts. You put it all out on the table. You didn't try to craft a narrative. That's what's happening now, is a narrative is being crafted on either side. It's bad on either side. It is worse, I'd say, on the left because of the echo chambers. That is reinforcing this negative aspect of it. But, you know, it's just... It used to be that journalism was you put it all out on the table and people would form their own opinion based on the facts that you present. Nowadays, it's all these opinion pieces saying, hey, this is what I think, this is what you should think, and it's being labeled news. I'm sorry, that's not fucking news, that's a blog post. It's not news. Get it out of here. That's why fake news, I hate that term too. I hate any buzzword, but you know, fake news, yeah, that's what it is. It's an opinion piece masquerading as fucking news. Get it out of here. They're turning the frogs gay. So.
Well, you know, InfoWars is like a good example of, you know, don't worry, we give you all the facts and then not giving a single fucking thing.
I have always said the fact that if you ever see I or me in a article, do not turn that off, turn that shit off, and you know, go look somewhere else. Okay.
Here's my just to butt in real quick. In elementary school, I took a journalism class, which is why I'm so passionate about it. The passion was put in me for journalism. In elementary class, we had an elective. It was about journalism, right? And this was a few weeks' time that we went to this class. And the first thing that we learned in that class was to take the I out of the piece. There should be no I, there should be no me. Not even hidden, which is what a lot of them try to do, because it's a tactic, it's a good tactic, propaganda crafting. But, you know, that should not be there. You're absolutely right. Thank you for saying that.
Yeah, it is. And you can definitely see when it's their opinion and it's not fact.
Right. It's blatant, and they get away with it. I don't know how.
I sound like a total loser in quotes. Something for fucking red versus blue here.
Go ahead, I love red versus blue. Rooster Teeth.
Oh yeah, they had a new episode. I think like the character who they have between the viewpoint of said it best. Information is the most important currency. Wars are started. People are presidents are elected on pure based on information.
Oh, I agree. Especially in this day where information is a commodity that is a resource. I mean, this is the information age. This is, you know, the age of the internet. Big data is huge. Trust me, I've researched this. You know, big data. You know, the way that they scrape the information and especially with neural networks being as big as they are now, they can process that at a much greater level. You know,
like literally, like facts are being reduced to opinions that the public consumes so that big corporations can profit.
Right. They're creating. It's hard to
be. Okay, you say what you want to say. I'll say what I'm going to say.
Oh, no, go ahead.
Okay. Fucking. What was I going to say?
Well, I guess I can't start real funny like that. My thing is, it's hard to form an opinion. I will give them that. It's hard to read something and kind of process it because you have to sit down and actually think it through. That's the thing. When you get raw facts, just raw facts, you have to read through it, take it all in, think it over, right? And ethics and morals are hard. They are. You know what I mean? And that's the thing. We can't all sit down and think about every single topic, like gun control and stuff like that. We can't. That's why people get paid to do it for us, right? But the thing is with journalism, that is not... It really shouldn't...
Can I just hear a fucking train?
Oh no, there's sirens going off. I live in a weird place, man.
I swear I don't know, I just like, you're talking, I remember this...
Yeah, my bad. My microphone is actually pretty,
Nah,
I can pick up.
Sorry, I'm fucking ADHD, so I...
It's okay, I am too. I kind of lost my point. What was I saying? Was it a rant? Was I ranting?
I think so, yeah.
You can't form an opinion, essentially.
Oh, it's hard to form an opinion. So they do it for you, and it makes it easier. I get that, you know. It's... I don't know. It is difficult, but I think we need to put in the effort. That's the thing.
Yes,
this is
exactly.
the age of convenience. It's like fast food. That's what these fake news articles are. They're the McDonald's of journalism.
Exactly. And that's why I love someone like Phil Franco, because he says, actually put in the fucking effort.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Philip Franco, he is a good man, because he's not directly saying, this is all the facts, my opinion, basically, and this is all my perspective, so it's basically true, so shut the fuck up if you dare disagree. Basically, that's not what he's saying. He's saying, this is how I see it, and this is what happened, but don't take my word as absolute. Just go do your own research, so you can actually form an opinion for yourself.
Absolutely, I agree 100%.
Like, whereas most big news groups like CNN, BuzzFeed, Infowars, Breitbart, you know, to the big left and big right, they give you the facts, say that and sneak their opinion in there, but act like it's not that they're not giving you their opinion, and then just you know, like Infowars is pretty big against ISIS and Islam, you know. Paul Joseph Watson, that man probably masturbates with the paychecks he gets from shit talking Islam. Like, quite literally. And, you know, some of his shit I agree with. Most of it is a bit like, sounds a bit like there's like this shit mad ravings of a man you'd see on the street wearing it. The end isn't near cardboard on his on his stomach and stuff, you know.
White van man.
Yeah. Also, or Alex Jones. Both of them are pretty much similar. Paul Joseph Watson, just a young, more attractive Alex Jones.
He's an English fucking version of Alex Jones.
He's a British version of Alex Jones, which explains why he's more attractive.
Oh,
shots
got
big
fired.
Lips.
Hey, some people like it. Don't kink shame. What are you doing?
I prefer British people. I mean, some Americans are hot.
Well, the ones that aren't plastic.
My final thoughts on this topic, I'm just gonna send this picture. I mean, this sums it up perfectly.
Let's see. Okay. We've got the alt-right, white identity, anti-Semitic, ethnic nationalist, third position, anti-egalitarian. Are they anti? Well, yeah, I guess so. Anti-Arab, anti-miscegenation. Well, okay. I show my ignorance here. I can't process that one. The alt-light? What is the alt-light? Western identity, anti-Zionist. Ooh, wow. Cultural nationalist, capitalist, anti-feminist, anti-Islam, anti-multi... I've never heard alt-light used before. Anti-multiculturalism. Yeah, I have to be against that. The alt-left, working class identity, anti-Big Bang, civic nationalist, socialist. Yeah, I can't get behind any of these positions.
Yeah, no, but that's essentially like these extremes, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
We've got full on the alt-right, which is, you know, a fucking, what's his name?
Richard
Spencer, yeah. And then in the middle we've got Paul Joseph Watson here, and then fucking blonde bitch, whatever her name is. I forget her name. Anyways, and then on the alt right, on the alt
Come on,
left.
bitch, that's not Tommy Lauren, is it?
I don't
She's
think so.
right, isn't she?
No,
She's
no, no. I'm talking about.
Quite attractive. That's the
I'm
one.
talking about.
Seen her things. I watch her videos, but nah. She's a blonde, so
that blonde who's like, there's fuck. She's the one who like apparently does stuff with Shu occasionally.
Oh
she
yeah,
head?
Lauren Southern.
Lauren Southern, okay.
Yeah, Lauren Southern.
So Lauren Southern as well as Paul Joseph Watson on the alt left, the alt right.
I don't think Paul Joseph Watson's alt-right, he's just hard.
No, he's alt light, not right.
Yeah, which is weird. I've never heard that term.
Did you look at the picture?
There's three separate classes here, or however you want to phrase that. There's the alt-right, the alt-light, and the alt-left. I've never heard the alt-light before.
Me neither, and
I'm thinking
also,
that's
I just realized we've
slightly...
completely turned the Reaper podcast into this big soapbox of politics.
Reaper didn't have 8 topics to begin with, so maybe we're doing a bit of a hand.
Oh, now I feel bad. Reaper, I'm sorry.
It's alright.
This isn't the first podcast I've hijacked, though. Sorry, Zach.
I've hijacked podcasts before. Nico's
we usually kick you off anytime you do that.
It's okay. I've been like busy.
First time Jane was on this podcast, he kept cutting her off and interrupting her and cutting her off and interrupting her. She actually kicked him at one point. It was the funniest thing. Like, I think it was. I said, so what was it like working with Doug Walker? And she goes, oh yeah, it was pretty cool. And then out of nowhere, Simon yells really loud, oh, that's who you are! I feel like a dick now. And
well, that's because they're actually an important person.
Yeah, that's what you said. He said, oh, I didn't expect Reaper to actually know someone important. And they just cut, and then everyone starts laughing. Everyone starts laughing, and then I was like, I said, "Oh, Reaper, that was great." And he goes, "I didn't do that." And then Jane just goes, "That was me this time." And everyone just went, "Oh shit!"
Your Brit Light accent there actually made that really funny to me.
And you also awkwardly sound
Nick,
a lot like that.
Wait, I have to do this. Nico, do the thing like you did it last time.
Oh Jesus! Okay.
No.
Yes.
Simon! Oh my God!
I will kill your family. I will rape and murder your entire fucking family.
Wow.
I mean, we live in Texas, so come at me, bitch. I'm waiting at my front doorstep with a goddamn shotgun.
Oh,
If it's
please,
Texas,
that
that's legal.
But no, it's okay. I just been over here building my gunpla and getting everything ready for the podcast or the live stream.
Oh, speaking of live streams, that's why Casey kind of came back into the light, because he's gonna be doing a stream. He's gonna be getting his live streaming back on the ground.
Hopefully, yeah. My Twitch has never really been big. I keep bouncing around to different platforms trying to find something decent, and
Stream Me is pretty good.
Do what?
Stream Me, you ever heard of that? Keemstar.
Stream Me. Somebody was talking about that, but I'm not entirely sure about that one.
Because Twitch is all about politics. Okay.
Yeah, Twitch is, Yeah,
see, Twitch is the one that I started with, though, and I never really got big on there. But see, the thing is, my YouTube, I may turn it back into like the mix of gaming and podcasting and stuff like that. But I took a lot of that stuff off to try to keep it more about the music. But the problem is, I haven't really been big into the music. I've been doing a lot of programming and other stuff. So I may end up just having one YouTube channel that's just a hodgepodge of stuff, because I need to start getting stuff back out there, because I miss doing it. I miss being out there and making content and stuff. It's been too long. It really has.
Speaking of content,
What the fuck was that?
I don't know.
Nico, content. How have you not been doing it?
Oh, speaking of content,
if you want an actual let me just sidetrack there because, like, I'll cut you off. No, I'm not gonna cut you off, but I'm gonna interject here really quick. You know, I just got dissed. Okay. Pretty much, essentially, what I'm going to be doing in the future of my channel and reviews is I'm actually going to take time to do a longer and more productive, essentially quality over quantity, because I realized with my last, I realized with my last few reviews, as good as they were, they did have a lot of moments where I felt rushed, I felt really stressed out. I want to take my time with the reviews. I want to make something. I'm definitely inspired by Ralph Steppe, Ralph the Movie Maker, and with his kind of review style. So I'm gonna, I Hate Everything, how he takes like 2 years or something to do a fucking video or whatever. Colossal is crazy or something like that.
He uploaded today. Colossal uploaded today.
Anyway, so the thing is, I'm gonna be. I'm gonna take my time so that I can make something that I will enjoy, and if I enjoy it, then chances are everyone else will enjoy it.
Doubtful.
I mean, you don't watch my fucking channel, so go fuck yourself.
That's what I do every night, Nico.
Okay, On
that note.
Yeah, on that note. There's been interesting stuff that's been going on lately, as I've been getting the attention from Lowroar, who's now doing the soundtrack to Death Stranding for Hideo. And
really?
I've been getting the attention of Donna Burka, who did the Sins of Our Father song for Metal Gear Solid 5 and is the iDroid.
Nice.
Popular people.
Jeff Knightley actually liked my tweet when he was talking about Hideo.
Not Keira Knightley.
Well, Jeff Knightley. I call him the Dorito Pope.
The Dorito Pope. I'm just surprised that Reaper knows anybody important.
You just took Simon's joke.
Stole my fucking joke, you cunt.
Yep, I'm a complete loop, man.
But do you know who?
I
have to get him back again. Hang on.
1v1 Roblox, mate. 1v1 Roblox.
Roblox. That's still around, is it?
Yeah, it's still around.
Apparently, it's on the fucking PS4.
Chris,
it's on the PS4, Xbox One, and since it's console, you gotta pay.
No,
Chris Cope. Do you guys know who
pay.
Chris Cope is?
Yeah, you gotta pay.
You
for
have to
fucking
pay
life.
for fucking Roblox.
Yeah, you gotta pay to actually to use the online services.
Oh, I'm not that deep. What were you saying, Reaper?
Chris Cope.
Chris Cope.
Comedian,
I'm a pleb,
actor,
so.
handsome character, Jimmy Kimmel Live, Tosh.0. He's in Grey's Anatomy.
Daddy.
Cooking on High in 2015.
No, I don't know any of these.
But
Grey's
apparently
Anatomy, I've heard of. I never watched.
Is he?
Sounds like shit.
You said he's a comedian?
Yeah.
Is he a chubbier guy?
Yeah.
Okay, I think I know who you're talking about now.
Hang on. Send a pic your way. My phone's kind of being slow. He actually followed me.
Yeah, no, I know who you're talking about now. Yeah, he's pretty funny.
Yeah, and
He's done some stuff at the Laugh Factory.
I told him, I was like, hey, thanks for following me. You're pretty good and all that. He's like, actually, that's the first time I ever got a comment from a Reaper. Or a compliment from a Reaper. So I'm like, hell yeah. So, I mean, like, it's weird. And also, I do... Casey, I think you know who David Hayter is.
Oh, yeah, David Hayter. He's really cool.
Okay, you're going to flip out.
Oh, yeah?
One day he just decided to message me.
You posted this on Facebook, didn't you?
Yeah.
I think I have seen this.
Me and him been talking back and forth privately. And
got on the show, didn't
Dip it.
yeah, I got him on the show, and he's talking, and he likes to come back on. So
Dip it.
I have the Scorpion King 2, and I'm going to use a clip from Yeah, like, I'm gonna do a review of that, and I'm gonna use a clip from that fucking review, not that review, that interview you did with them, where pretty much he's flat out said it looked like a shitty TV movie.
It did though.
Yeah.
I agree
It
with him.
does. That's the thing. I saw a trailer for it once, and apparently my mom, my mom, like got it on a fucking deal. Was like, yeah, here you go, and I was like, the Scorpion King had a sequel.
Well, it's got like
Oh.
was it 3 or 4 now?
Yeah,
No
something like
way.
that. I don't know why they beat that dead horse. Here's the thing, though. Is it a controversial opinion to say David Hayter, I wish he would have stayed?
No, he even said that he wished he'd stayed.
I mean, I like.
David Hayter is the best.
I mean, it's
It-
kind of
it-
dead now because it's
God.
not like they're gonna, make anything great. What's that new one?
David Hayter was on the Reaper podcast for an interview.
Plug that.
Yeah,
Yeah, I thought that was awesome. I did flip out
plugging with
about that.
I actually got him to
Um,
say in the Snake voice, to describe the
Reaper.
Reaper's Phantom.
No, he said, subscribe to Fanboy Frenzy. I was like, and I was listening to that, I was like, holy shit.
No, he said, "Fanboy Frenzy, you're pretty good."
Yeah, that's what he said. And I was like, holy shit.
I told my friend Ryan about it, and he he made a sound that made it, and it that you kind of expect how someone who slightly came in their pants.
And then also every tweet, and if I tag him in the tweet, he actually likes it now. Every single one.
Yeah,
And
David Hayter seems like a really cool
haven't-
guy.
he is.
I
He's
ship-
laid back
I
and
ship
awesome.
it.
Yeah, and down to earth. It sounds like.
He
I
saw
don't wanna give him too
my
much praise.
he saw my mascot, and he's like, "Oh, that's a pretty kick-ass skull." Yeah.
It is. I mean, I like it, but I have bad taste.
We all have bad taste in our mouths. But
Oh.
yeah.
Well, David Hayter's bad taste is something
God damn it,
I mean,
Simon.
I have.
I'm sorry.
I've
I'm
got.
not making an overtly sexual comment. Then what's the point? What's the point, Nico?
I guess I've got bad taste because I prefer David Hayter to what was his name? Kiefer Sutherland. Is that who replaced him?
Yeah,
I'm
Keither.
sorry, but David Hayter's best.
Yeah, I didn't really. I mean, he's a good actor. He is Kiefer. Oh, Keef. Keef Chief.
I love the
He's-
fact. I know I'm going off on a side tangent here, but I love the fact that Google had to clarify that the Scorpion King 4 is in the same franchise as the Scorpion King.
Oh, thank you.
Clearly,
Just be-
it's so fucking horrifically bad that they have to actually clarify. I mean,
Yeah, the Scorpion King and the Scorpion
in a
King
live
4 Quest for
broadcast-
Power are in the same movie series. That's what it says.
Nico, in a live broadcast of Donald Trump during an Easter event at the White House, they had to clarify that the Easter that a guy dressed up in a fucking bunny suit wasn't Donald Trump.
What?
Well-
I'm not fucking kidding you. Like, if I had the image on my phone, I would message it to you on Tumblr. Like, quite literally. I saw it as a fucking picture where, like, it was like Donald Trump standing next to a guy in a bunny suit, and on a little bar on the bottom of the TV screen, it literally said, "The President of the United States left." As in, to the person that's on the left of the screen.
Just to make sure you didn't confuse the two.
Yeah.
Why
The
the
Easter
fuck-
Bunny
British
generally
East-
a white fur, and I mean, if it was orange fur, I could get the confusion.
No, it was white fur. It was quite overtly non-Donald Trump-like.
Donald Trump's skin should be a shade of Crayola crown. Just as a thought. I think it is macaroni and cheese. Never mind.
There's a recent picture of David Hayter posing with the Solid Snake
Nice.
SOCOM pistol.
David Hayter makes my snake solid. But
And the funny
And
thing
that's
is,
why. And that's why David Hayter doesn't come back on the Reaper podcast.
Because Simon fucked it up.
I didn't fuck it up.
Reaper,
Nico
what's your
did.
favorite Metal Gear Solid game? I think you've said this before, but
my favorite,
of the series. Because I could tell you mine.
it had to be between Metal Gear Solid for the PS1 and Metal Gear Solid 4.
See, mine's 3.
3 is pretty good. But,
I thought it was really solid. The one for the PlayStation was good. The PS1.
You just hear that moment when you said that pun, and you just hear my soul die on the inside.
Somebody made a pun?
Nico.
You said Metal Gear Solid 3. You said Metal Gear Solid 3. That was pretty solid.
Oh, I'm eating my
Nico,
own words there.
Nico, I make puns every day.
But-
Yeah, that's why I
still-
lost a part of my soul when we were together.
Nico,
I'm sorry.
how
I
come
didn't
you're
mean the
not
pun.
dead by now? I make puns on the fucking daily, yet you're still you. Fuck's sake. Like,
Okay.
this is an active plot.
That one's
line.
triggered.
okay, Casey.
Okay, no, let me tell you guys my favorite Metal Gear game.
No, because you didn't play any.
Yes, I have. I played one before.
Yeah.
I played Metal Gear Solid on the fucking NES.
Don't even get me started
That
on
one
that.
where you have to when you go into one side of the map and you come back out and the enemies are there again.
Yeah,
well.
I had my bad experience because when I recorded the last episode, the ending to that, I hit stop recording and my computer froze.
No.
And
What, the NES one?
yes, I was at the end. I
Oh.
saved over it and everything.
Oh, no.
So then I was like trying to get it back, and it was gone. I have to restart the entire game and play it all the way to the end.
The NES
Poor
one
thing.
again?
Yeah.
Or poor man.
I hate to say it, that was a slog. I couldn't do it.
I have to.
I played it.
What was the door? I think the MSX, was it the MSX that they did a version for in Japan? That one seemed so much better. I could be
Yeah.
wrong, but I think it's because it's Japan and
Well,
they put more effort into that one.
They're the same because they made Metal Gear 2, Solid Snake. Well, they made Metal Gear, and then somebody did Metal Gear 2, Revenge of the Snake or whatever, Snake's Revenge, and it was so god awful that Hideo's like, fuck it, I'm coming back. I'm making my own sequel.
Apparently they made a Metal Gear for the Game Boy.
Yeah, it's called Ghost Babel. It's okay. It's not that great.
They made a Metal Gear for the DS.
Yeah, it's for the 3DS for Metal Gear Solid 3.
No, but there's another one I'm looking at right now. It says Metal Gear Solid, Metal Gear 2 Solid Snake.
Oh.
That's the original.
Oh, look at this. It's on the DS. It might be fake. I don't know.
Yeah, it's fake.
Yeah, it's fake.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember Metal Gear having one on the DS. They had one on the Vita. Did anybody play that one? The card one?
Oh,
Yeah.
that was
Or not the
pretty
Vita, that
much-
was the PSP?
No. There is one on the Vita.
Yeah, Vita,
And
okay.
it's pretty much a port of one that they had on. It was an HD re-release, I think. Of one of the
Metal Gear
games.
Solid
Or
2
two of
and
them,
3.
Probably.
And I played Acid 1 and 2. No pun
Acid,
intended.
that's what I'm thinking of.
Yeah.
Oh.
And the story
wish I
was
had
shit.
Acid.
So I haven't played it, but I was wanting to because it looked up my alley. I like it was supposed to be tactical.
The story is confusing as fuck.
Well, it's a Metal Gear game.
No,
Yeah.
this is totally different. Apparently, like,
It's
oh,
worse.
Solid Snake's
Oh, I
dead.
found it, by the way.
But they
It's
cloned
Metal
him.
Gear Solid HD Collection
Oh.
for the PS Vita. And it's only like $22.
Is $20 okay?
But like,
I'm gonna keep it, so.
apparently,
I had to bring back the dead memes. Dead memes make dreams.
like Solid
Dead
Snake,
memes
Solid
make
Snake
dreams.
died, and then they made a clone from him, and then while he was going along, it's like, oh wait, you're not a clone. You're this guy that was programmed to be kind of like Solid Snake. So really, you're not Solid Snake. And then it comes out at the end. No wait, you're the original, or something
What?
like that. Yeah, it's so fucking
That's so
confusing.
weird.
But
Well, good thing I never got the Vita then.
at least you get like.
No, it wasn't the Vita one. It wasn't the Vita one. The Vita one is the Metal Gear Solid HD Collection.
Yeah.
No, I'm thinking of what wasn't Acid on the Vita? What was that for then? What am I-
Probably the PSP. They made.
Yeah, they made
I don't
Peace
Oh,
Walker
okay.
and
I knew it
Portable
was one of
Ops.
them.
But like it
Acid.
was, it's okay. They upgraded it for the HD ones, but
They got Metal Gear Solid 2 and 3, like Reaper said, on the Vita. And actually, I think right now is the best time to start collecting for Vita, because the Vita is gonna start. They stop production of Vita games, so yeah, that's all she wrote.
I never got into the Vita. I liked the PSP. My favorite game for the PSP was the Final Fantasy Crisis Core, though.
Oh,
I
yeah.
played that so
I
much.
love that.
That was such a good game to me.
But yeah, they also did Final Fantasy 10 and 10-2 on the PS Vita.
Have you played
Oh, I
Final
didn't know
Fantasy
that.
15?
Which one?
15?
Oh, no, my brother, he was actually streaming with me the other night, Kriosfin. He played 15. He really, really, really liked it. He said it was great. What I've seen him play of it so far looked amazing, and I did want to get into it. The problem is, when I sit down to play a game, usually, like, I prefer to stream stuff like that, but I don't have a setup to actually stream it. That's one that I would love to stream, though.
Oh, yeah, the ending will make you cry like a little bitch, though.
Oh, yeah?
Fuck yeah.
Sounds like Final Fantasy 15.
Yeah, he said that was really good, and I love Final Fantasy games. To see them take it in a interesting direction like that, I think the one I'm looking forward to is the remake of 7. I'm looking forward to it, but with I'm holding my breath on it because I don't know. I think if they put as much into it as they did for 15, it will be fantastic.
I'm
hoping
actually
they do.
3D printing the Buster Sword
Nice.
in its entirety. And it's
The old one or the new one? The segmented one?
the Crisis Core one.
Oh, nice.
So it's coming together pretty long, but yeah, I
That's
can't put it
cool.
upside down because everybody thinks the handle and the pommel look like a dick.
It looks like a dick either way, my dude.
Well, it is an extension of, you know what they say about guys with big swords, they're compensating.
Yeah.
Oh, I doubt Cloud would compensate. He looks like he's got quite the donger.
God damn it!
How do you know that?
I'm sorry, I looked at Rule 34.
How do you know that?
I said he looks like he's got a big donger.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I mean, if they would release an official image of his dick, I'd
Well,
be very happy.
he's got some pretty big feet, so I don't know. And you know what they say about guys with...
Listen, my dude, I've seen a lot of yaoi, and all of them depict him having a big donger. If you have
I
a
mean,
problem.
everyone in.
Okay, that's the problem, I guess. I haven't gotten to that side of Tumblr.
Well, look,
shit.
well, it's not much yaoi on Tumblr. Not much good quality stuff, though. Actually.
All right, I have to go, you guys. We have to end this this podcast because I am 30 minutes late for the live stream.
Oh shit.
When are you not late? Like, dude, you have to change your things with like you've got an hour time, you've got like half an hour or like more time to like so that if the podcast runs, then you can actually have some time to account for to sort that out. Like seriously.
Yeah, but I was also late, and I do apologize about that.
I was later than you.
Well, somebody sent me a gif of Judge Judy slapping the desk and pointing at her watch. I'm like, oh. I'm late.
Oh shit.
So
That's a good way to do that.
So, guys, thank you. Casey, thank you so much for coming on. I would like to have you on more, maybe.
Not a problem. I'd love that.
So, thank you guys so much for
Yeah.
listening, and I will see you guys next time.
So be it.